Hello, everyone, and welcome to Scale to Exit with Alejandra Santos, your hostess with the mostest. And today we're going to do things a little different. I'm actually standing in my kitchen. If you are going to watch this on YouTube, you're going to get the full experience of this episode. If you're streaming it on another platform like iHeart, Apple, or Spotify, then you're going to miss out a little bit. But I will try to be as scripted as possible in everything that I am doing. I am in my kitchen because today I took the podcast to the kitchen. I want to create a very simple and fast meal that if you're single is going to simplify your life, and if you have a significant other, then it's gonna definitely way simpler your life because you don't have to do a lot of work. And I will be talking about a few things that I really want to discuss. If you are a business owner, this is something that it's been in my head lately because I talk to you guys all the time and I can see the objections that you guys have. And I kind of want to educate more on the topic of exiting your business and selling your business, because I feel like this is an area where a lot of business owners really don't think that they need to do. But in reality, you're going to have to do that at one point in your life. Okay, but first, I am going to pour myself a glass of wine because that is exactly what I do sometimes when I want to unwind. So if you are on YouTube, you get to have the full experience. I actually have a wine from a Malibu winery that I became a member at. It's actually really good. This one's very citrusy. It tastes a lot like apple. So cheers wherever you are, and if you are in another country, cheers to you. And all right, let's get to do it. All right, so let me hear. All right, so why am I so, how can I say this, why do I stress business owners and founders a lot about why you should maximize the value of your business right now prior you having the decision, I'm going to sell my business? And I'm talking a lot about like lower middle market businesses because I feel like there's a lot of objections in there. And it's just kind of a different process when it comes to like another kind of market. And for the purpose of this episode, I am going to focus a lot on financial exits. So like a PE firm comes in and acquires your business. Okay, so let's just say that you have a mom and pop shop or like a service business, and you are trying to, you have the idea of selling your business, right? And you have this idea of selling the business right now. And in order to do that, let's just say that somebody like me comes in, okay? And who am I? I just to say that I'm your consultant, your advisor, whatever it is. And I look at your business, take a holistic approach and took evaluation, assessment, and everything else. And I look at your business and I say, wow, there is a lot of untapped value here. So I give you a few, I tell you my findings, and I kind of like just show you, what the options are, and you decide whatever you want to do. Okay, so one of the options is, let's sit on the business for 2 years and let's sell it at a higher valuation, which means that you're going to get more, like a higher sales price. All right. And the other option is, let's sell it right now, and a PE firm will come in, buy it from you, and it's going to spend 2 years on that business, the same 2 years that you would have spent, and it's going to come back and like turn it over and sell it for a higher profit. What option would you take? Would you take option A or option B? So the reason why I'm asking you this is because a lot of people think I don't want to spend 2 more years in my business. But however, the rewards and the returns that you will get on your investment, and I'm talking investment because your business is really like your hard work, like you've been doing this for a long time. So you're investing time, money, resources, everything. So this is your investment. The return that you're going to get on that investment, if you actually sit on it for 2 years and you work with the plan and make it better, it's it's impactful. Like, it's a lot of money. Like, you're probably leaving a lot of money on the table, millions and millions. Okay, so let's start with that. Right now, I'm just gonna put the oil in the pan, and I'm actually going to be doing this teriyaki chicken from Trader Joe's because it's simple, and simple always wins the race. Okay, so I have my glass of wine poured. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and just very simple, put all of that chicken into the pan. Ooh. And I'm sorry if you get extra noise, but I do have to put that fan on because otherwise my apartment alarm system, like the fire alarm system, is so sensitive, it will blow up, and then you're not gonna be able to hear anymore what I have to say. I'm gonna put all the chicken in here. I'm gonna contain it. And there we go. Simple as it can be. I have the rice cooking. Okay. So while the rice cooks and the chicken cooks, I am going to define for you what is business value. So business value, it's really not bottom line. I wish it was, but it's not. Business value is everything else that you do not, sometimes you can quantify and sometimes you definitely quantify. And that could be like steady cash flow. What's your pipeline looking like? Where's your money coming from? Is it coming from like big customers only, or do you have a diversified customer portfolio? Do you have a diversified supplier portfolio if you are in manufacturing, or do you depend on one supplier? So all of those little questions. What's your culture like? Your team? Do you have a strong management team? All of those questions create what we called the risk of the deal. So valuation of the company, and then there is a risk, and that risk determines the discounted price for a business. So if this business has so much risk because there's only very limited customers, or it depends a lot on a supplier, or it's high, it depends high on like advertisement, there's not a lot of organic revenue, the pipeline's not there. A lot of these factors will decrease the valuation of a business. Even if the revenue is like 10 million, whatever, these factors will contribute to the risk and will cause a discounted price on your business. So this is exactly what a PE company looks at for. How much of a discount can I get? They know that already. So how much of a discount can I get for this particular business that it has a great brand, it has a good customer base, it has brand recognition, I see some potential here, but management does not know what they're doing, but we can improve all these loose ends. So all of this counts, and how long it's going to take us to improve that, to turn it around. What will be the valuation of those fix arounds of the business for us? So that is the price that you're going to receive 2 years before working on the business, is the price that they're willing to give you because of all of those risk factors that are lowering down your valuation. So that's basically what business value is. All right, so why not be that person? So I'm going to question you a little bit here. So if you are that business owner, right? If you are that business owner and you want to sell your business, and you could be selling it for a lot of different factors. You could be selling it because, Sicily. You could be selling it because you're ready to get retired, because you're tired of working on your business, because maybe it doesn't have a lot of traction and you tried everything you can, or honestly, nobody's gonna take it from your family, so might as well just get rid of it. Or there's so many reasons why you can sell your business. But what is the reason why you cannot spend 2 more years in that same business to get more money out of it? Is it time? Is it health? What is the reason? And I'm going to question that, because if you tell me, I want to retire right now, okay, I understand what you're saying. But if the difference in retirement now versus 2 years later is $5-7 million in a nice payout, why not stay 2 more years doing what a PE company could be doing, but instead you can do it yourself? So those are a lot of the things that I hear on, on this topic. And that's why I wanted to raise the awareness, because I am part team business owner. I'm team business owner, team founder. I am in your team, and I am in your team for many, many reasons. But I mean, I want the little people to get richer, not the big people. No, sorry, PE firms, for listening to this, but it's true. You guys have too much money. Like, chill out. Okay, so let's go to my next topic. Strategies to build value pre-exit. Okay, and we're only talking about one kind of exit here. And the one type of exit is a financial exit. Okay, for a PE firm. Now, let me tell you something. There's another kind of exit that's going to bring more money in your pocket. And that exit is a strategic exit. Strategic exit. And that can happen if somebody in your industry or market looks at your business potential and they want to add it to their portfolio because it's going to enhance their current business operations. So if they want to add this business that you created, operations, because, or team or culture, whatever it is that they see that is valuable that you have, they're going to pay a premium for your business. This is a strategic exit. So you want to go for a financial exit where people are going to discount, a company's going to discount your valuation because you have a lot of risk, or you're going to go for a strategic exit where you already fixed this risk and now you're going to your industry competitor, whatever, and they're going to buy your business because at a premium because you already did the work. So be careful with that one, right? So if you are selling your business and your objection is time, I'm going to tell you again, think about it again. You need to think about it again. If the objection is time and you cannot spend 2 more years in your business fixing it for you to get a premium and selling it to another strategic, to have a strategic exit, then I don't know how much, I just don't know how I can help you, because it's a no-brainer. It's absolutely a no-brainer. Okay. But I respect everybody's choices because it's not my place to tell you when you exit your business. But it is my place to give you all the options. Okay. So strategies to build value pre-exit. Okay. So we talked about a few already. Cash flow. You have to make sure that you have predictable cash flow. There's a lot of risk when it comes to having a business that goes up and down in cash flow. Like, you're positive 1 month, you have runway for 2 months, and you have negative again, and you have runway for just 6 months again, and this is whole fluctuation. So you have to make sure that your cash flow is not volatile. It remains at a stable place. Sorry guys, I have to enjoy my wine. This is from the Malibu Winery. Cheers to everybody at home listening to me ramble. And to everybody on YouTube watching me cook a super simple meal. Cheers to you guys. Okay. All right. So cash flow. Number 2, recurring revenue. Recurring revenue. And I'm not talking about subscriptions. No. Yes. Recurring revenue by subscriptions is one of the easiest ways to do recurring revenue. Just create a subscription. People subscribe, they see the value, and then, it is what it is, right? But I'm talking about how do you lengthen the customer life cycle in your business. So every customer has life. It could be 1 month. It could be so they come in, and it could be that they come in for one product or a service, and then they go ahead and that's it. The project gets done for the service, and I mean the commitment gets accomplished for the service and the product, and then that's it. I'm talking about what I am raising. Sorry about that. What I am raising awareness is I am talking about how can we make this customer spend more money in one purchase transaction, or come back for more purchase transactions, because we want to lengthen that customer life across the business. So if Joe comes in and books me for a consulting gig, and then he wants something else and we provide that for that business, and he's going to book us for that else as well, we just increased our customer life and average order value of that customer. Then he goes in and he decides to go for an exit, then we prep him for that. Then that's another complementary. This customer of ours, instead of coming in for one thing, it just became a customer of a lot of other services that we provide. And that customer life keeps getting extended because this customer likes us, it's loyal, it trusts us, and we do a good job. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're creating complementary services and products, and that you are always able to combine them and be able to provide more options to your customers and are differentiated from one another as well. Because what happens is that if Joe comes in for this particular service, but Andrea comes in for this other service, those are probably two different clients. Those are probably two different client targets. They probably have different personas. They're not the same persona because they're coming for different needs, but sometimes along their life cycle, because I have created complementary services, they will meet at some point in the middle. Okay, so I don't know if that makes sense for you guys, but okay. You want to make sure that you are increasing your dollar received per customer, and then also that is recurringly. So yes, you can bundle products, you can bundle the subscriptions, you can also you can have contracts in place for a longer period of time. All of this can increase your recurring revenue, but you also want to make sure that you're lengthening their life cycle. All right, so that's number 2. Number 3, here is so many. All right. You want to make sure that you are focusing on scalability, right? So for that, you want to make sure that you are using the technology that's out there to help you scale more efficiently and cost efficiently. So AI, for example, there's so many software out there that can help you scale to a certain level without needing to spend lots of money on systems or people or any other kind of resources. So also having processes in place, right? Like having a manual of your processes in place of how you do the tasks that take so much time and energy. Sorry about that. It's going to be doing some words here. Okay. All right. We're done with the meal. Let's see the rice. Ooh. Rice looks good. All right. So you want to make sure that you have processes in place, that they're scalable, that you're actually utilizing all the technology that you have nowadays that is so accessible for you to be cost efficient when you scale. All right. So then also when you have a team, right, you want to have set systems and processes in place. That way they know how to do the same thing that you've been doing for so long and how to meet your expectations as a business owner. The other one is your financials. Financials is very important, and it's interesting that a lot of people don't know this, but let me just tell you that there's two sets of financials, and whoever doesn't agree with me can actually send me a message. But yes, there's two sets of financials. One of them is a tax financial, and then the other one is your actual strategic financial, which is the one that you do most of your decisions with. If you are a business owner and you're still doing financials through your tax return, then we have a problem. Okay, we have a big problem because that means that the business is still very linked to you. And one of the things that you have to keep in mind in order to make your business valuable is that you need to separate the business from the owner. So if you still have your financials running through your tax return and I ask you, can I do a business valuation or assessment? Where are your financials? And you tell me, here's my tax return. I say, all right, so we have a little bit more work to do because that tells me that the business is still an extension of you and it should not be like that. Okay, so that's number 4, I believe. Forgot. Okay, so business separation of the ownership, have clean financials. Strategic financials will really be in a platform like QuickBooks or any other accounting system that can tell you exactly what your metrics are, kind of like your gross margin, your profit margin, your expenses as a percentage of income. It can also help you compare to your forecast or your budgets that you have in place or your goals, your milestones. Are you meeting your milestones? All of that good stuff is part of your financial package, okay? The other one is talent management. You have to invest in your talent. Your culture is so important. So when anybody buys a business, they start thinking, do I need, and I know a lot of people think, okay, so this new PE firm is going to come in and replace us. Probably yes. I hate to say it, but probably yes. Because the culture is probably not there. And they're trying to make this business so good, so appealing that they can get a strategic buyer probably buy it and spend more money on them because they did the work that you didn't want to spend the time in doing it. So yes, you have to invest in your management on your team because what happens is like if you want to go to a strategic buyer and say, hey, here's my business, we have a strong culture, strong team, they're gonna love that. They're gonna love that because they already know that they have something to work with and they don't have to worry about replacing everybody, which is a lot of work and tedious work to do. All right. So I have given you guys my thoughts, but before I close my podcast here, let me go ahead and show you guys the end result of this amazing dinner for one. Dinner for one. So I have a little bit of rice. And I am going to be nice. Put in some chicken. This was the barbecue teriyaki chicken. Okay. So yummy. Yum, yum. And now I have some wine in here. So yeah. So to close my podcast, for everybody out there, I am here just trying to educate and to help you understand what you're missing out and what you're leaving on the table if you don't take the time to really maximize the value of your business. And I want you to know that there's options out there. Like you can hire somebody like me and come in quarterly or whatever, making sure that you have all your ducks in a row, meeting milestones, everything looks fine. Not exactly me, but it can be anybody. You see, it's somebody that knows exactly what they're doing. I'm a certified exit planner advisor, so maybe somebody in that arena, so that can help you with your business value because you are leaving a lot of money on the table. And I would hate that you have worked 30 years on your business and you are leaving so much and you're selling it at a discount because you don't want to work on it anymore, you want to retire. But if you have somebody come in maybe 5 years before and just to look at things, give you some direction, guidance, it doesn't have to be expensive, then I can guarantee you that you're gonna get the exit that you so deserve. So this was my podcast with myself and cooking a lovely dinner. Hopefully you watch this on YouTube. Please share it and spread the wealth of knowledge, because spreading is caring and loving. And I will see you till next time at Scale to Exit with your hostess with the mostest, Alejandra Santos. Take care, guys. Okay, bye. Adios, amigos.